And then you name it with the FC commit intro to. They say, okay, so no more hello, but we continue with the data type. Yeah. Okay, so put your title FC commit underscore intro to underscore data type. So you put text, okay, you put text there, okay, and then double click, and only one hash there, introduction of data type. Sorry, you have to put number one, yeah. So it will be easier for us to read when we have the numbers as the order there. And then you can extend this. You click this, yeah. So you're gonna have a kind of the expanded panel on the left. So you can update this that we have data type number one is the integer, number two is the string, and number three is this one is the float. Number two is float, number three is string, and number four boolean. Starting from now, you understand that there are four types of data type, yeah. Integer, float, string, and boolean. Okay. Now continue to the text again. Okay. Add the text cell. Okay. Then you can put here has two integer. And then you make it again below text again has three a float. And I make it quick. You make a number four. Number four string. And lastly, you put the 5 as the boolean. But boolean will be next week perhaps. Integer, float, yeah. We have the navigation panel, yeah, on the left side, yeah. Okay. This navigation panel will be very helpful, especially when you are having a lot of lines of code. Instead of scrolling, you can just simply click moving from one section to the other section by clicking on the link, the structures, the hierarchy on the left panel. So, so integer is numeric value, but not decimal. Yeah. So for example, how many students? Okay. How many students are there in the class? So this should be integer. Yeah, because students cannot be half, one third, one fourth, cannot ya. Namanya student itu ya pasti satu, dua, tiga, empat. Nggak mungkin satu setengah siswa di dalam kelas. Nggak bisa begitu ya. So how many students are there in the class? This should be integer. Okay. Next, what else? How many car do they have? Berapa mobil mereka? Mobilnya dua setengah. Yang setengah lagi cuma bagian buntutnya saja. Ya nggak boleh. Karena dia harus dihitung secara utuh. Many. How many country? join the summit. Nah, berapa negara yang ikut di dalam pertemuan itu? 2 negara atau 10 negara atau 9 negara. Tapi nggak mungkin dia pakai setengah-setengah. Integer must be bilangan bulat. Nah, itulah bahasa Indonesianya ya, bilangan bulat. Oke? Okay? Oke. Okay. So let's go to the float. Float is decimal. It has koma. Jadi ada komanya ya, atau di dalam bahasa Inggris dia pakai titik lah. Contohnya, how many from your house to school? So ini jawabannya bisa aja setengah jam, 0,5, bisa aja kan? Atau contoh yang lain, how many kilometer? How many kilometer from my house to yours? 5,7, bisa saja. How many donut do you eat? 4 donat misalkan. Jadi tulisnya jangan 4 tapi 4,0. Karena dia di dalam desimal. Desimal punya titik atau dalam bahasa Indonesia dia punya koma. Ya, how many donut do you eat? 4,0. Itu artinya desimal. Okay? So remember always that decimal should be with the point. Di situ ada poinnya. String is alphabet. Alphabetic. Ya, or alphabet. Which is from A to Z. Huruf besar juga iya, huruf kecil juga iya. Yang penting dia alfabet. For example, in here, where do you stay? Atau where do you live? Nah, ya, I live in Bandung. So Bandung here is the string. Okay, what day is tomorrow? Tomorrow is Tuesday. So Tuesday is the string. And what is your name? Your name is Tamara. So this all is the string. Okay. So just your code. Okay. So let's go one by one. We continue with the integer. With the integer. Okay. So I'm gonna give you example on this. Make a new code below. Teacher asks his student to bring. Okay, I got chat here. Aku belum selesai. Oh, belum. Iya, ya, oke. Yang mana yang belum selesai? Sorry. Nah, oke. I stop until this, ya. This one, teacher asks his students to bring 2 pencils tomorrow. So, if there is or there are 20 students, how many pencils? How many pencils should be in total? Okay. So teacher asks his students to bring 2 pencils tomorrow. Okay. So 2 pencils. If you want to make this as the variable, it's okay. And also this as the variable as well, also okay. Yeah. But remember, you have to provide input, process, and output. Remember always to put these 3 parts. So pencil here, okay, sorry. So input, the teacher asks each student how many pencil does each student bring. Okay, adjust your code ya, and put below how many students. are there in the class? Yes, we have the pencil here and the student. Okay, and the student. Okay, and after how many pencil does the students bring after you enter the code? Sorry, after you are running this two. Okay, this value will be stored into the pencil. And then how many students there in the class? 20. Okay? So this value 20 will be stored in the student. Okay? However, both value here 2 and 20 that already stored in the pencil and student respectively, the form is in the string. Why? Because each entry is string. Nah, ya remember ya, semua entry-nya adalah string. Jadi meskipun angkanya 2, tapi dia nggak bisa kita lakukan proses perkalian. Karena yang dikalikan dalam bentuk integer atau float itu yang boleh. Ya, kalau string dia nggak boleh. Mau lihat hasilnya? Kalau kita paksa dia, oke, boleh. Coba lihat di sini. Ya, total pencil buat di sini adalah pencil dikali student. Ya, you can adjust your code. Coba tambahkan ini. And after that you run, you check whether your code getting error or no. Semestinya kodemu akan error karena dia ada sebuah proses perkalian. Di sini ada proses perkalian, padahal ininya itu adalah dalam bentuk apa? Dalam bentuk string ya. Oke. Coba kita buat di sini. 2 kali 20. Nah, ya. Dia akan bilang di sini ada errornya. Cannot multiply sequence by a non-integer. Dari sebuah tipe string nggak bisa. Ya. So that's why you have to do a kind of conversion here. You put ENT to indicate that your input will be converted into the integer. So that's why along the way until today kita projectnya homeworknya selalu ada ENT kan. Itu untuk membuat dia inputnya menjadi integer. Okay, so after this you rerun your code and you will be experiencing that there is no error. In here you can do an output. So how many pencil in total? Total pencil is, nah di sini kamu bisa buat total pencil is total pencil. Okay, now you run. How many pencil? Two. How many students are there in the class? 20. So total pencil is 40. Okay, so we go to the float. How many hours from your house to school? Andy walks for 1.5 hours. Okay, per hour he passed 2 kilometers. How many kilometers in total he walked? Andy. Okay. Nah, Andy walks for 1.5 hours. So in here can put input how many hours does Andy walk. Okay. Okay. So in here input. Okay. And below is the process. Okay, and finally is the output. So since this we will have in the float, so you can put float there. Per hour, 2 kilometer. So this can be as the constant. Okay, kilometer per hour is 2. Okay, so total meter is hours times kilometer per hour. Okay, and the output is Andy wall total kilometer. Sama sering tuh hilang semua isinya. Oh ya, nggak apa-apa, nggak apa-apa. Nanti saya kasih file saya, ya. So no problem, tenang aja, nggak apa-apa. Lagi latihan yang begitu. Jadi konstannya kilometer per hour-nya tuh inputnya how many hour does Andy Wall. Jangan lupa dia sebagai float, oke? Lalu dalam prosesnya adalah total hours kali kilometer, lalu outputnya Andy Wall. Oke, itu dia. Kalian bisa coba how many hours Andy walk? 1.5. So Andy walk 3 kilometer. Jadi dengan cara ini kita sudah bisa menggunakan plot. Oke, I give you time to adjust your code.